I want to ramble for a moment about ADHD and productivity, and I need to point out that this was inspired by Katiosaurus and Hey Good. I was making my way through the most recent episode of The Infinite Quest. Yes, of course I was. I don't just promote my own fucking podcast. And if you don't listen to theirs, you need to fix that. That being said, brand new episodes of Wait What Was I Doing? A Squirrel and Ape and Trash Panda's ADHD podcast drops every second Tuesday. Shameless plug? Anyway, this episode of theirs really hit me hard, as Eric talked about all the unfinished projects and equated them to items just falling off the boat, floating off into the distance, never to be seen again. Thanks, Eric. Called out much? Normally I'm the one doing that. Is this how the rest of you feel? I'm so sorry. Anyway, their discussion about cooking. Yeah, that hit home too. I'm the main cook in our house, and if I make something, then in my mind it has to be perfect. If people aren't gushing over it, I feel like a goddamn failure. In my brain, I know better. Like the fact that my wife and very picky daughter will eat without complaining. That's a good sign, dude, you did good. But if I don't hear this is the best thing ever, my brain tells me I'm a failure. But what really hit and got a bonus roll for damage was when Katie spoke about her need to constantly be productive. The minute that I stop feeling like I'm being productive is the minute that I feel like I'm falling behind, and then I start to get burnt out. But the minute that I give myself permission to not complete a task, I feel like that's going to lead to a downward spiral, where I continue to give myself permission to not do anything. Like I'm constantly working on one of my many projects, and I feel like if I stop doing any one of them, then every one of them is going to fall apart. And so much of my own self-worth is tied into my productivity, and I feel like if I'm not producing something, then I have no value. And I know that's not true, and I preach that that's not true. But when it comes to myself, I don't feel that way. And it was at that moment that I realized maybe I am one of the burnt out gifted kids. I know I was in a lot of advanced classes in junior high, but as soon as I hit high school, I just stopped caring. Like, don't get me wrong, I know that I'm smart. I know that my IQ is relatively high, but I know a lot in this community that are far smarter than I am, and I always felt like it was arrogant to equate myself to their level. So once again, thank you, Katie and Eric. Not only do I feel personally attacked, but now I have something to really think about.